admit that's how it started, but not anymore.
There was no program. There was no chance of doing what you've written. Would you still want me?
Yes.
What for?
Because I've told you. I love you. I love you, JC.
I'm not JC Adam. I'm JC F31333. There's no JC. There's no me. I'm a machine, Adam. And I wasn't taught to think of myself as that, but I acknowledge now that I am. You know, it's a fact that every day we spend together, you'll get older, and I will never change.
I'd like to think of that as an advantage. You'll save yourself a fortune.
No! No, please don't! I'm trying to say something and it's difficult for me.
I'm sorry. Continue.
But on the other hand, despite that, I will only ever be what people want. I'll be a nurse, or a soldier, or a runaway bride, or a flabby old woman in a tea shop. But I can never be me. So I can't do what you want me to do. You're asking too much of me. Yes, I can play your JC. I can play her just as you want me to play her. But I can never be your JC.
Oh, come on. You don't mean that.
I don't want to do this anymore. I want to melt down. Nothing's working. I'm crying. I'm crying and I have no stimulus to cry. It's too painful. I'm so unhappy. You don't know how I feel.
Yes, I do. I do know how you feel.
You can't know. You can't know, and even if you did know, and even if you did love me, you wouldn't let this happen to me.
Look, once we're out, I mean, we'll be free.
Well, what? Well, what, Adam? We'll get married, have children, become sheep farmers.
Where is this coming from? For God's sakes, what program are you in?
This is not a program, Adam. This is me talking, and I'm lost, and I don't know what I'm doing, and nobody's telling me. And the only person in the world I trust is sitting there talking to me like I'm a child. And I refuse to be treated like that. Do you hear me? You make plans for our future without consulting me. You dress me up like some mindless puppet. You humiliate me in shops and restaurants, and you drag me in and out of hotel rooms, and you won't even make an effort to understand what I'm trying to tell you. Well, you can see if I care! Oh. Was that me?
It's certainly nothing I'd ever wrote.
No.
JC?
No.
JC, come here. Please. Sit down. Now, JC, I love you. Now, I haven't had a great deal of experience in this, but I think what you're trying to tell me, in a roundabout sort of way, is that you love me too.
Am I? Adam, I can't cope with this. I can't.
Ah, your keys. But if the androids return, then where is my nephew?
No idea. Here's the Actoid, sir.
Which one of you is responsible for bringing it back?
It came back of its own accord, Mr. Trainsmith.
Its own accord? Does it have a homing beacon?
I think you should ask JC, Mr. Trainsmith.
It's not Mr. Trainsmith's custom to speak to androids.
Yes, but if you talk to You heard what he said. Mr. Trainsmith does not speak to Actoids. Personally, I believe the quicker we have this thing melted down, the better for everyone. It has involved Mr. Trainsmith in a close personal scandal.
One moment, please, Carla.
I think you should ask JC, I really do.
JC, you listen here. What made you come back?
I was not right.
Not right? I only wish that all of our employees could be quite so objective about themselves. What I'm particularly sad about is that someone from this corporation chose to leak things to the press.
Yes. That's all very...
And I'm particularly sad that this leak came from you, Carla.
I can't believe it. In all seriousness, you're accusing me.
In all seriousness, Miss Pepperbloom, there's a third, far more important reason why I'm going to have you removed from your post.
Going to what?
Do you know what the motto of this corporation is, Miss Pepperbloom? Do you recall it at all? It's inscribed in gold letters on our boardroom wall in Seattle. Nothing personal. Meaning the company is bigger than the individual. Nothing can be allowed to get personal. Nothing. You chose to get personal, Miss Pepperbloom. And not only personal with a person, but personal with an actoid. I'm not dismissing you for your disloyalty, Carla, for your sheer, downright stupidity.
I expect my pension rights to be honored here. Aren't you any who would say anything on my behalf? No. What would you expect from a bunch of talentless, inadequate Lord Dozers? Well, it'll come satisfaction knowing that you won't be around much longer. The sooner we have you melted down, the better for everyone. You jumped up, poisonous little actoid.
Thank you, Mrs. Pepperbloom. I'm sure that's nothing personal.
What, you useless little... Now you see this? It's attacking me! It's attacking me!
What would land if you'd have broken every bone in your hand?
I guess some good always comes out of something.
Excuse me.
JC,
JC,
come back here a minute.
come back here a minute.
Closer.
Closer. She's an actoid, Mr. Tracy. Do be careful.
Look. Shut up, Marmio.
Shut up, Marmio.
Just go away, man.
Sorry.
You see, I can't use my own voice if I have to. It's just often easier to say unpalatable things to a third party. Now listen to me. Are you listening?
Yes?
I have a proposition to make. I've seen your work, and I've seen the impression you've made on the people around you. You've made friends. You've even inspired a sort of cockeyed loyalty, particularly from my nephew. And I'm also impressed with the way you came back here today. Even for an actor like that, took a lot of courage.
I had to if I hadn't.
Please, let me finish. I want to tell you something. At one time, I never liked you things. Quite frankly, I don't trust any machinery, and I mistrust artificial intelligence even more. Which is ironic when you consider that I run the largest company in the world, dedicated exclusively to the production and development of artificial intelligence. But now I'm getting older, incredibly older, and I find myself becoming increasingly reliant on artificial intelligence. By the time I'm 120, which my doctors confidently assure me I shall reach, I should probably look something a little like you, which wouldn't be a bad thing. Anyways, here's the proposition of just having our company, as you know, with Mrs. Pepperbloom, in order for her to further her career. I'd like to offer you her job as regional director. What do you say to that?
I'm not right.
What do you suggest we do to put you right?
Like she said, I should be melted down.
Come on, JC.
JC, I'm unstable! I no longer control my feelings.
If that was the criteria, we'd all be melted down.
Is it what you truly want?
I think it's what I truly want.
Is it what you truly want?